All right, back again with some more Sonic Adventure 2 glaze, because honestly, the game deserves it. All right, this time I'm going to be talking about towards the ending of the game. Okay, all right, I know. We're 7 seconds in. ISO, you're already pausing. Yes, I am. This is another epic scene that really just speaks to how epic this game was overall. I might have to do an overall Sonic Adventure 2 game video where I'm just like, dude, where's just like 20 minutes of straight glaze so we can just get it all out of the way, versus like 85 individual scenes. This isn't a Sonic channel, by the way. I really feel passionate about this game. I'm going to do other commentaries as well and other gameplay videos. You should check those out on the channel, by the way. But the reason why this scene is so freaking dope is it's because you can see how locked in Sonic is right now. And I love the symbolism of the framing of the shot. It's just Sonic staring down a long hallway and he can see the ending. Like, you can literally see the exit all the way down to the end of the corridor, because this is right after Sonic almost freaking dies. And, you know, like a couple minutes before this, freaking Knuckles helped him up and he was like, yo, what the heck happened? And Sonic was like, man, I wasn't even sure if I was going to make it out of that. And now Sonic is locked back in and he has his resolve. He's like, okay, back to the mission at hand from before I was so rudely interrupted like 20 minutes ago and almost freaking died. And right before this scene, Sonic is like, yeah, I'm going to slam dunk the freaking Chaos Emerald into the fake Emerald into the Eclipse Cannon and freaking roll credits on this game. This junk is so freaking epic, bro. So within the first couple of frames, you could just see how locked in he is.
You never cease to surprise me, Bluehead.
Yo, look at that, brother! Shadow!
I thought that capsule you were in exploded in space.
That man's Shadow pulls up and he's just like, you know what, bro? I'm surprised and at the same time I'm not. Because Shadow got a call from Eggman like 2 minutes before this scene. I'll put in a little bit of footage right there as well. And Eggman is like, this is Eggman. I'm at the Eclipse Cannon. Or he said Eggman said, I forgot where Eggman is. He's not at the Eclipse Cannon. Or maybe he is. I don't remember. Eggman is somewhere. He radios in Shadow. He's like, Shadow, somebody's freaking messing with the cannon. I need you to go. Somebody's trying to get to the cannon. I need you to go and see who it is. Eggman's not thinking this is Sonic, because from Eggman's perspective, he just watched Sonic die like 20 minutes ago, and he's just like, somebody's trying to get to the cannon. I need you to get up here and throw assist. Shadow pulls up on Sonic. He's like, you know what? I'm surprised, but I'm not. You're full of surprises, but I genuinely think Shadow thought it was Sonic as well. Shadow was like, you know what? I saw that pod blow up in the freaking stratosphere. I know it wasn't actually the stratosphere. They're like in deep space. Shut up. That man's like, I saw the freaking pod blow up in the stratosphere, but he's like, you know what? Nah, I don't think he is dead. So Shadow pulls up on Sonic, and let's see what ensues after this initial confrontation.
You know, what can I say? I die hard.
Epic line by Sonic. I die hard. You know what I mean? I think they were referencing Die Hard, the movie. Like, I think that's a fair assumption, but either way, that's a boss line, bruh. That was like, I thought you blew up in space, and Sonic's only response to that is like, hey, bruh, I die hard. It's just like, that's tough, bro. He's just like, yeah, I am him. I'm still here. What are you gonna do about it?
You actually saved me, you know.
It was.
I can never tell if he was talking to Shadow right there or there.
Wasn't it? But there's no way you could have activated the Chaos Control using an emerald that's fake.
That man Sonic is, because Sonic, look at Sonic's face, bruh. Look, because Shadow's like, how did you do that? It's a fake emerald. And Sonic is like, you actually saved me, because it's like, you know, you showed me this little trick. And Sonic pulls a freaking anime protagonist move. You know how in anime, whenever the main character sees somebody do something, all of a sudden they're able to replicate it like it's nothing. They master a move in 17 seconds after they've seen it for the first time. That's literally Sonic. He saw this man Shadow use Chaos Control a couple times, and now he can do it just because he's the main character. That man Sonic has never attempted Chaos Control before this point. Before he did that junk in the capsule space, he had never done Chaos Control before. Now all of a sudden he can do it. It's like, come on, bruh. That's anime protagonist status right there. This man Sonic is locked in this game. He's a freaking boss.
It was a Chaos Emerald, wasn't it? But there's no way you could have activated the Chaos Control.
Look at his face. Look at his face.
Using an emerald.
Look at that. He flares his eyebrows. He's like, yeah, I'm that hedgehog. I want to use another word. Yeah. I'm dark skinned, by the way. I can say this word. But Sonic gives him that look. He's like, yeah, I'm that hedgehog. Mm.
So,
Now all of a sudden, this is tough too. This is tough too. Look. I know I'm pausing every 2 seconds, but listen. You clicked on the video, okay? I assume you are also an enthusiast of this cutscene if you're listening to me rant. We're like 4 minutes in at this point, and only like 17. Sorry. Started coughing. We're only 4 minutes in it. We're like 4 minutes into the video at this point, and we're like 17 frames into the video. So one thing I greatly appreciate about this cutscene is so freaking epic. They go from casually walking to jogging to full on sprint, and then it leads into the boss fight. But just them casually talking and then gradually increasing speed is so freaking epic to me. That junk is so dope because it's like they know they're about to hook, but they're showing like mutual respect beforehand. It's like, oh man, I thought you blew up in space. He's like, hey bro, I die hard. And he's like, dang bro, there is more to you than just looking like me. You're actually pretty tough. And he's like, you know what? You still gotta catch the hands. It's the progression of them. It's like, that's so tough, bro. It's just like, yeah, we're about to hook, but you know what? I'm gonna give you a few words of encouragement real quick.
there's more to you than just looking like me. What are you, anyway?
This man Shadow said, what are you? Not who are you. That man Shadow said, what are you, bro? You're too based. This man Shadow didn't say, who are you? This man said, what are you? What are you? What are you? You can't be a mere hedgehog. You're saving the planet. You came to space. You used chaos control with no training. It's not even in your DNA. The Shadow was literally created to be able to use chaos control. And Sonic just masters it. Just masters it. With no training. Survives a freaking capsule exploding in space. Survived the freaking hand cannon that Dr. Eggman was pointing at all of them in that room like a lunatic. He's like, what are you, bruh?
What you see is what you get. Just a guy that loves adventure.
I'm Sonic the Hedgehog. Look at that. And then Miss Sonic is like, bro, I'm nothing special. I'm just me. He's like, I'm not some created lab rat. I wasn't created out of a bottle like you. I don't have dino DNA in my veins like you or alien DNA. That man Sonic is like, hey, bro, what you see is what you get. I just love adventure. And I love it so much that death can't touch me. This man Sonic outruns death on a weekly basis. This junk is tough, bruh. I'm nothing. I'm just a hedgehog. I'm me. I don't need anything extra. I'm not some cosmic entity. I'm Sonic the Hedgehog, and that's enough. Believe in yourself.
See, but you know, I can't let you live.
This is a kid's game, bruh. How many times, I'm so serious, I'm gonna go back and watch all the cutscenes in this game. How many times does Shadow threaten people's lives in this game? Shadow used to be so freaking dope. I think they've kind of brought him back recently with Sonic X Shadow Generations, and I haven't watched, whoa, my voice is cracked. I haven't watched the new Sonic Prime show yet. I think that's what it's called. I'm pretty sure it's Sonic Prime. I haven't watched that show yet, but I have heard that they do some justice to Shadow's character, because Shadow, ever since like Sonic 06, Shadow has really been on the back lines. I think he was in like Sonic and the Black Knight, but I don't remember if that was before or after 06. I'm pretty sure it's after. I'm like, he's kind of cool in that game, like kind of, but like ever since Sonic 06, bro, until very recently, Shadow has been like in the back lines. He has not been as cool for like the last decade and a half. And I'm really glad they're starting to show his character some more respect now, because he's like back to edgelord in Sonic X Shadow Generations. He's not quite as cool as he used to be, like back in the Adventure and Heroes days, but they did bring him closer to what he was originally. But no, literally a cutscene before this, the Team Dark cutscene before this, he threatens Rouge's life. He's like, yeah, the fake emerald's good enough for you. You can have the fake emerald. You can't have the real Chaos Emerald. If you want to live, then take the fake emerald and walk. He's just like, bro, how many times does Shadow threaten people's lives in this game? Because remember, his ultimate goal in this game is literally to destroy Earth. He's on that same energy as Gerald Robotnik. He's like, you know what, bro? Blow it all up. Before he has his epiphany that Maria didn't want him to sit here and slaughter humanity. He's like, you know what? All of them can die. All of them can catch their hands. He does not care, bro.
Your adventuring days are coming to an end.
Your adventuring days are coming to an end? That insinuates death. Add that to the counter. He said, I can't let you live, followed by your adventuring days are coming to an end. It's like, I'm about to snuff out your flame, bruh. This scene is tough. They go from walking to jogging to full-fledged sprint. Bruh, this junk is tough. I will say this, though. I never appreciated in this cutscene how Shadow is ahead of Sonic. Shadow is not faster than Sonic. This has been established. He can only get ahead of him using Chaos Control. This man is not faster than Sonic. Why is he over the finish line, bruh? I know they're not like revved up fully. They're not moving at full speed, but that's just a small nitpick. That's a small nitpick from yours truly. I'm just here commentating the game. I didn't make the game, okay? I'm just here to speak. Also, the music in the scene, too, when they're walking and talking and it's just building, it's like a trumpet or whatever, and it's just like... Brah, 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 brah. Who gave me a mic, bruh? This is too fun for me. Who gave me a mic, bruh? This freaking, and then this is what it leads into. This is what it leads into. Watch this, watch this. That check is tough!
Before this is over,
that check is tough!
power of chaos control.
One thing I always thought was so freaking epic about this game, bruh. I gotta go back a few seconds. I gotta see that again. Something, bruh, in games like sometimes less is more. Sometimes less is more. You don't need some big old flashy grand entrance. And sometimes that works too. I'm here for both. But in this case, less is more, bruh. When they forget the fight starts and then all you see, they simply type out Shadow's name and then the camera pans around him and they're both at full speed and they're just ready to hook. That junk is tough, bruh. Look at this, look at this. That junk is tough!
I'll show you the true power of chaos control.
With the music too? With the music too? That junk is one more time, bro. One more time. One more time just for the culture. Or maybe it's just for me. But one more time, bro. I gotta see that one more time. I'm on a nostalgic trip right now.
Before this is over, I'll show you the true power of chaos control.
I swear that's the coolest thing when you're a kid, bro. Oh my gosh, I freaking love this game. Honestly, I'll spare the gameplay. I'll spare you the gameplay section. Because I'm gonna be honest. As epic as the setup is and the music and like the setting and everything, gameplay wise, it's like the fight's okay. Like you're basically just racing and then throwing an attack at each other every now and then. So the fight is okay. I like it. Like I like it. I think it still holds up today. But for this part in particular, I think it's much better when you're a kid. It's just like it's cool. But like the final fight when they both go Super Sonic and Super Shadow and they're freaking fighting in space trying to stop the Earth from blowing up. Dang, I got to do a video on that too, bruh. Yeah, bruh. Nah, this junk is tough. This junk is tough. And then I gotta include this because this is always the funniest thing to me. And then Shadow, when you're playing a Sonic and you beat Shadow, Shadow just like drops to the ground, and then Sonic is just standing triumphant over his body.
I am the ultimate light.
Game over, Shadow.
He just strikes a pose. You get to see Shadow sitting in the corner over there just dead. Just dead. Hey, Shadow gets his payback for this later on, though. He really does. In Shadow the Hedgehog, that opening scene where Sonic tries to get up and Shadow has a freaking pistol to his back. I always thought that implied that he shot Sonic in the back. I don't know. I think he just freaking like mollywopped him. I think he pistol whipped him upside the head and Sonic is concussed. But I swear they highly insinuate that man Shadow shot that man Sonic in the back. Cause he just falls over. He has a gun in his hand. What else am I supposed to think, bruh? Look at that freaking corpse. And then after that, that's when Sonic freaking calls. Sonic! That's when Sonic calls freaking Tails and Amy and lets them know that he's alive. Okay, hang on. So okay, I'm getting ready to wrap it up, y'all. I'm getting ready to wrap it up. But one thing I never understood: how is this man Sonic outside breathing in space? It's like, okay, this is a game where hedgehogs can breathe in space. Okay, I'm cool with that. But look at how the arc is like blowing up, right? Like the arc is being so the Eclipse Cannon's gone. Look at all those explosions. And somehow Sonic is just sitting there safely tucked away. How did he, like what? Like what? He's just standing on a random pole in space? This talking. Bring back overly serious, unrealistic Sonic, bro. I want it back. The people demand it, and by the people, I mean me. That's it for this one, bruh. I need to shut up before I start just talking about random stuff. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to comment, like, and subscribe today to become a +1. And until next time, God bless.